Okay, we are gassed up, we are good to go, and now it's time to go to a poor farm cemetery. Just northeast of Toledo once stood one of Tama County's most important and often forgotten institutions, the Tama County Poor Farm. It began in 1875 when the county purchased 150 acres to provide a home for the elderly, the disabled, and those in need. By 1895, a grand brick building rose on the land, and by 1908, the farm had grown to 280 acres. Residents worked the gardens, tended dairy cows, and sold surplus to help keep the home running. In 1910, a steam engine brought electricity and heat, making it one of the most advanced facilities of its kind. Generations lived, worked, and passed here. On June 7, 1977, voters decided to close the old county home and build a new facility, which opened in the early 1980s. In 1999, after more than a century of service, fire departments joined together for a controlled burn to remove the old building. Today, the Tama County Home Cemetery still stands, quietly holding the stories of those who once called it home. Well, we made it. Welcome to the Tama County Home Cemetery. What I really like about this is the fact that they list out every person in alphabetical order by last name. It's buried out here. But, as you can tell, there's not really any markers. Let's do a little bit of looking around. Wipe off the lens a little bit. Still upkept a little bit. They obviously mow it. They not super frequently, but still mowed. Two markers here. They look like they got ran over. Too bad. Floyd Foster, back in 2004. There's the cows. Foster, back in 2004. That's too bad this one got. Whoever mowed this one really ran it over. I wonder if the letters. I don't know if the letters are laying around here anywhere. That's really too bad. Sad, really. I guess I caught the cow's attention. But yeah, you can see there's really not any markers out here, which I'm very surprised by. There is this one amongst trees here. Does have something still written on it. I really hope there's no poison ivy in here. I don't know what that says. Powers died something 1889, I think. I want to say, I don't know for certain. It's very, very hard to read. If anybody can figure out what that says, let me know. Yeah, it's amazing with all the names on that board. There's next to no grave markers, which is just crazy to me. I think there's any more grave markers in the tree that I'm aware of. That's just trees. And off in the corner over here. No, that's just a sign. Wildlife refuge. Okay. Yeah, crazy. What I think's also, well, not really like it's interesting, but I believe if I got my stuff right, which I believe I do, right over there is where the county home used to sit. But just over the hill that way is the new building they built before they burned down the old one back in, I believe it was 1999. So we'll drive past the old building here in just a minute. Or drive past the new building, I mean. And right here is what used to be the old county home that replaced the one that was burned down near the cemetery. I can't really pull in there for it because, well, it's being used for something. I think it's being used for assisted housing or something along that line. I could be wrong. I didn't really look too much into that. But now, with that being said, what county should we go to next?